that's kind of groovy. Yeah, no, just me. to that effect. Yeah, I can't get enough, man. Just collecting. Just collecting. Collecting debts. Wow. How now? Pow wow cow. Don't mess with, yeah. Wow. Oh, wow, that was good. Ooh. I need a drink after that, man. And you're like, what was he doing? Just playing guitar. Shit, I don't know, man. I don't breathe right or something when I play. I hold my breath. God just takes over my fingers. Salute. How you guys doing? Oh man, when they pull a tooth out of your mouth, it just screws everything up, man. Just makes a hole. All your other teeth start moving, and then you get crap stuck in between there. You're just like, oh. So then you got to dig in there with a toothpick. I use a toothpick. I don't do floss, man. I don't do plastic. I can't wait to totally abandon plastic. It's going to feel pretty damn good. No more plastic. Damn. Fish came and breathed. There's so much shit in the oceans. Plastic bottles, plastic bags, plastic this, plastic that. What are you using 3D printers? Make more plastic. I think the idea behind 3D printers was, that's probably like some kind of alien technology or some shit. And the aliens are trying to tell our people, man, they just ain't satisfied with anything. Well, here, just let them individually make exactly what they want. Maybe they'll be satisfied with it and they won't just make a million of everything. uh, it's hilarious. Hmm. Yeah, I'm okay. Doom, what the hell is that? Doom, what the hell is doom scrolling? What's up, man? Ah, here's to me. What the hell? Why ain't it coming out of there? I hear it splashing. It doesn't want to give. Give! Oh, I know what I need to do. Ha! Check it out. If you, what would happen if you drink this way? It would spill off to the sides. See, because it's kind of rounded. So you flip it that way and that way. When you tip it, it's funneling everything in. I hear it in there. Sloshing, or maybe not. I don't know. There's got to be some in there. Damn, is it out? Oh, that went fast. That was only like 3 hits. Ah, boy. I need to get a better job. This one's not paying so well. I know. Then I'd be a liar. You're right. You are right. Said I wouldn't work for man. This is the best job there ever was, being a prophet, working for God. You know, telling people, trying to save them from their own asses. You know, it's all right. It's got a good retirement plan and everything. Nobody likes you though. That's the only thing. It's like you got the worst job. You're like worse than a cop. You know. I mean, really. It's like nobody likes prophet because all I do is show up and try to show perfection, how everybody's screwing everything up, and it's like I seem like a big bitch sack. Wah, wah, wah. Well, I'm just trying to save you from your own ass. You know. It's like it's all I'm about. Damn, it is empty. I guess I did kill it, huh? Well, shit. Oh, we'll have to make some more. I give up. What the hell is. What are you giving up on? I give up on a lot of them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can't though, see? Hey, what's up? What? Portugal. Can I move there? What's it like? You have good food like pita bread, feta cheese, olives, fish, right? can I can I come live with you? Rescue me from the madness of America. I'm a really good guy. I'm okay. I know how to fix like anything. I can fix anything you need fixed. Like really anything that can be. Unless it's, the only thing I don't like to get into is surface mount stuff. That's kind of difficult. You got to be like some kind of a brain surgeon to deal with that crap. But anything else, man, real circuitry, soldering, TVs, radios, stuff like that. Yeah, all day long. My girl don't allow it. I was just playing that. Down, on, down, on, down, down. Down, on, down, on, down, down. Down, on, down, on, down, down. Let me go in and ask my wife. She coming out of the house. I seen her face. I know there was no. He said, yeah, she kind of funny, man. I said, I know. Everybody funny. And now you funny too. So come Friday, I didn't have the rent. And down the road I went. My girlfriend won't allow it. Ah. Say what? 100-foot waves? Whew, man, the last time I tried to surf, these guys tried to freaking kill me, okay? Hey, look at Don't get excited. See all this shit? Can you imagine paddling around on a board stuck to that damn thing and they're all laughing at you? Keep paddling. No, don't go near the waves. Keep paddling. You need to just learn how to paddle first. I'm paddling around, paddling around, paddling around. After I'm good and stuck to the damn board, they're like, okay, now paddle as fast as you can. And you know what happened? I don't know if anybody surfs, but I purled, man. I thought I had it and it came up underneath me and I just tried extra hard and you don't, you learn when you're paddling and surfing that it's more of you're in love with the ocean. It has to help you. And if you can't catch it up to it, right? If it's gone, just let it go. But I tried and I almost got it, but I wound up on top of it and then I purled. I dug in. It slammed me with the board. Like I went, it ripped all the hair off my chest. So I went into the water going, ah, I got a fresh wax. You should have seen I was the only guy with like tuck and roll on my surfboard, I had like sheepskin cover on, I got hit and when the wave comes up, it gets really low. So it was smacking me onto the bottom of the freaking, oh man, tangled up in the board with the skag and shit. I got hit with the skag across my elbow, right? Not on the funny bone, but like right above the elbow. And I don't know what it did, but there's some nerves there in here. Their opportunity, actually, if you know how to fight. But there's some nerves right behind the elbow. And whatever the skag did, the skag cut in there. And I couldn't play my guitar for like, I don't know, 2 months maybe. It was weird. I couldn't even work. I had no power in this hand. It was like, if there was a way to, like experience what kryptonite would be like, that's exactly what it was like. It was like freaking kryptonite in my left hand. Grab a hold of this as hard as you can. And he'd be like, I'd be like, and he'd be like, he'd go, are you kidding me? That's all you got? And I'm going, and he's like, it was like kryptonite, whatever nerves I bashed with and man, I wound up just beat all the shit on the thing. That was my first and last time surfing, man. It was like one time. It was like, these guys are trying to kill me. Oh man. I had a nice board too. I got a board from some guy. It was O'Neill. I had a nice, or no, it wasn't. Was it O'Neill? I think it was an O'Neill. It had a gecko on it. It had like a gecko on the deck. And the guy gave me a wetsuit. Now the wetsuit was small for me. Oh, I remember where I got it. I got it from this guy that was, oh yeah, that was pretty bad, huh? There was a guy going through a divorce and all this shit and he was giving all his stuff away. He was like, I don't want any of this shit anymore. He was walking away from it and he was selling everything. He's pretty much like me. As soon as the weather changes, all my shit's going to be out on the driveway. Come get it. I'm going to be free. If the wind can't blow me there, I don't want anything to do with it, man. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to get to sing my song, I'm Gone. I remember getting tossed around and, oh, wow. Oh, that can hurt you, buddy. Regathering myself. How many pieces did you get ripped into? Holy shit. The reefs are cool though, because the wave hits it and then it pumps up really fast, kind of stops it from underneath and causes it to really crank. But if you're on the other side of it, I hope you weren't like yeah, getting slammed into that shit. Oh boy, you're a miracle, you realize, right? I'm a man of God, okay? You shouldn't be here according to statistics. So somebody might be watching out for you. Oh yeah, man. It's always some kind of prankster shit. That's what California was like, man. It was a lot of fun because I don't know, we were always just messing around with each other, like it just really was. Um okay. So this one guy that I used to work with, all right. I put a bumper sticker on his car that said I shot JFK, like right as he's leaving for work, right? I went out there and put it on his car. He drives home at night, nobody sees it. Well, he comes in the morning in rush hour traffic, and people are blowing the horn, flipping him off, cutting him off. He's just getting treated like crap all the way into work. So the next day he comes into work and he's rah, rah. He's like Fred Flintstone, he's like racka frackin' racka. I'm like, what the hell's the matter with you? What the hell's the matter with you? Shitting your Wheaties, right? And he goes, I don't know what the hell's the matter with everybody today. They're all cutting me off, flipping me off, blowing their horn and yelling shit at me. I took him outside because he had played a practical joke on me. Okay. He put one on my car. He said something, Haji, I wage holy war or some shit. It meant I wage holy war or some shit on my bumper. And like people were like looking at me, I'm like being followed by all these Israelis and shit. And I'm going, the oil rights for my hair are already claimed, guys, but they were following me around. So I paid him back. He wasn't expecting tit for tat. And literally, I shot JFK on his bumper. uh, I mean, really, it was like spy versus spy. And he would say this guy's name was Cook. And he would say the meanest things, man. Like there was a guy, Scotty, that worked there, and he was really old. I mean, Scotty was, I don't know, man. He was probably 600 years old at least, right? And he would come into work. I'm not shitting. It was like Scotty would pull up in his car. Your car would be here, and there'd be space in between the cars, right? And Scotty would come in between yours, and he'd go, he'd pull in, he'd hit yours and go in between them until he could go. He was gentle, but he wouldn't stop it. He would sit there and bump your car. So like we would just clear a spot out for him, right? But this is messed up, but this is oh man, he goes it's terrible, but he says, Scotty's pretty damn old. I go, I wonder how long he's going to work here. And he goes, are you shitting me? He goes, he's already dead. He's just been coming. Oh, shit. Oh, poor Scotty, man. Oh. He was a good guy, man. Scotty was all right. He took me, he like, I mean, I know how to make wine and I make beer and that kind of thing. I don't like to buy stuff, right? I don't know what the hell they're putting in my beer or if I make wine, right? I like to make my own stuff. And if it's stuff, that you can brew or grow. Okay. That's about the extent of it. I'm not like a chemist. I'm not in my bathtub. I get people in here to talk shit, man. Oh, look at this is meth. He's been up for 5 days. And it's like, no, I've been up for 5 days because I love the world. I found a big problem in a Bible, in a book that's destroying the freaking place. And I'm trying to find anybody that can get this shit off my plate and onto the plates of theologians and people that can actually advise the world with big microphones and billboards. Stop killing each other. We're a bunch of fuck ups. Read Isaiah, whatever, have somebody teach you, whatever it takes. We're just assholes in this place. This book proves it, okay? This is doing exactly what it's supposed to do in this world, cause war. If you're an asshole. If you're not, then it should bring peace. I found the peace side. I can all day long. Get your asses over here. I'll prove it. That's why I'm up. I'm not a freaking bathtub chemist. I know people have done that shit. It's bad, man. Don't do drugs, man. Don't jack up your body with that shit. If you're unhappy, you shouldn't have to take chemicals to be happy, okay? That's what I'm saying. Don't take chemicals to be happy. Find out why your life isn't happy and work on that. Don't sacrifice your health trying to be happy, okay? It's not worth it. There you go. Hmm. I can't wait to get the hell out of here. No, they don't have their hearts closed. They just don't know what's inside them. If they knew what was already living in them, it's already in there. What we're trying to find lives in all the people that we point fingers at and say they're not believers and everything. That's our blessing. Yeah. 3, 4. Oh, is that 3? 3. Okay. Oh, Trinity. It's like the Trinity appears in two different ways inside of each person. It's either Father, Son, Holy Spirit, or Father of lies, Son of perdition, evil spirit. There's two Trinities, but it's the very same spirit that's in there. There's not two different kinds of spirit. There's not. That's why Isaiah 45:7 reads as it does. I form light and I create darkness, all in one bag. Okay, all the spirits, anything spirit of God is all in one pile. He is the only God. And if he sends evil spirits to you, they are working for him. Okay? There's no separate spirits. There's no war between God and all this other stuff. It's bad, man. It's so freaking simple. Don't get me started. I can't wait. I'm going to get away from this and I'll just go sit in a hole somewhere and I'll find some way to not even be able to help. And I'll just say, it's up to you, Lord. You got to do this now. I can't even try to help. If it ain't you, then it's you. You deal with it. I'm just a man. I'm willing to go. I went. There's nothing there. There's nobody that responds. It's just, beam me up, Scotty. Nah. On the pills, I got so anxious I couldn't go into. Oh God, what pills? You mean like the doctors were giving you pills and it was messing you up or something? When they were yeah, 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 when they were trying to medicate me to make me normal too. They were trying to slow down my brain. You know why? You know what they said in my this is in I could sue the shit out of this hospital. Patient claims to have an IQ of 178 and it's written like, well, who are you? Why would you even write that? I'm trying to explain that I can think beyond the capacity of somebody who's afraid. And they're like, your mind's working too fast. And it's like, no, my mind's working fine. I'm trying to warn you of something and have been for 6 years now. And it has come and gone and is continuing on. And it's like, when you going to use your book? Are there any prophets? Is there anything like that? If not, then just release me from my job. You have set free the man whom, didn't count. I'll be that prophet. I read about that today. I want to read that and see if maybe there's a finagle catch there. I can just send a letter to Donald Trump, sealed, signed with a stamp on it. So, like tracking and all that shit. And when they open it up and I get the thing that says they opened it, I'll go, I'm not a prophet anymore. Bye. You assholes can take care of it. I'm done, man. I'm done pouring out myself for nothing. This is the prophecy you don't want to fulfill. He poured out his life and died with nothing and not for himself. That's bullshit. I shouldn't die with nothing and not for myself. But at the same time, I shouldn't be willing to risk all that I have so that I can be that. It's like that's the point. If you're withholding whatever it is that you have from other people so you can make books. I have people stealing some of my shit trying to make books because they think they understand what I'm teaching, and they don't. If they understood what I was teaching, only the Spirit reveals it to you. If they understood what I was teaching, they would call me on the phone and they would say, I'm sorry. I understand now. So sorry that I tried to rip you off. And I'm like, I will just be like, well, if I was Paul, I guess I could have struck you blind, bar Jesus, for trying to make money off of it. But really, what happened? You were blinded by your pride, right? They took it. They didn't see. Now that they see, they come back and admit they were blind. Who blinded them? Was it me? No, but they were still blinded, weren't they? Yep. It's like that. When you know this book and this truth, you can't break this thing. Just listen to me. Live in this. Do everything this thing says, and it'll be fine. Just not the parts where it's saying killing each other, stealing your friend's wife. What the hell was that? David's a freaking wreck. If I would have been Nathan, I would have. How can it? Yeah, I'm not a normal prophet. I'm more like Moses. I'll kill the Egyptian and hide his shit in the sand for beating somebody up. Like if I was Nathan, I would have grabbed David. I would have dug my fingers in his freaking eyes, like up to here, until I felt his nose in between there. I would have dug in, made sure I was good and deep, and I would have pulled him out and go, "Can you see anything? No. Good. Watch this." Pow! And I would have just like blasted. I don't know what I would have done. Stealing somebody's old lady? And that would depend on if Nathan had maybe had, a bunch of girlfriends stolen from him like that, It's not like I'm a bad guy. It's like some jerk comes along that, I don't know. Oh my God, I don't know why they leave with some of these people. Well, some of them I do. It's tough when you marry a whore, you can only get so much. Pretty soon she's running down the street with a freaking elephant, trying to get satisfied. It's like my first wife, the stripper canceled and she was ready to fill in for the stripper because we didn't have a stripper. I'll do it. Yeah, no, honey, this is a bachelor party, you got to get naked and, maybe, no, it's okay. No, thanks. You're, boy, best wife I ever had. I'll let you know if I need any help. I should have learned then, huh? That should have been like, I should have went to the bachelor party and skipped a wedding. I took a guy in and helped him out. He was sticking needles in his arms, and I was trying to help him off the street. And you know what happened? I don't think she wanted to leave with him. You know why she left with him? Because I stuck a gun in his face. I couldn't believe it. That son of a bitch sleeping with my wife when I took him out of a freaking, tried to save him from a needle in his arm. Oh, wait a minute. The story repeats itself, doesn't it? I tried to save. Interesting. I did have the answer to the pandemic before it was a pandemic. There you go. Okay, so needle in the arm, save him from I don't know. Everyone will see me, even those who pierced me. No, I'm a freaking wreck, man. I really am. I used to be a cool dude until I read the Bible. And then I realized what the problem is with the world, but they want some messiah to show up and fix everything. And that guy said, anytime will do. Okay. And that was like almost 2,000 years ago. Like, how much any time has gone by? I found our problem and it's sitting right in front of us in my hands. When I die, the way I see it, I'm the only guy in 2,000 years, almost 2,000 years, to know how to read this thing where it actually has peace inside of it and we're not at each other's throats. I know how to do that. I don't have anything against you. You believe whatever you need to. This will take care of the rest. This doesn't even need to be enforced. It enforces itself. Okay, let's say you're a same-sex person. If that's you, that's your marriage bedroom. I don't defile that. That's up to you. You serve you're a different crew, right? You do your own thing. But as per this, it says you won't have any children. You'll be cut off from your tribe. Well, doesn't that kind of happen already? Well, why do I need to say anything then if that's what's going to happen? The law is already fulfilled. I don't need to do anything. Let them have fun into non-existence, right? If that's how you feel about it. A will means nothing while the person who made it is alive? How the hell do you figure that? If you're talking about inheriting blessings from God or something, no. The only way you're gonna follow somebody's will after they die is if you feel guilty. Oh, I wish I would have did what you said before. Maybe if they told you what to do and then they got killed, and you're going like, well, now I'll listen to them. If they were warning you the whole time they were about to get destroyed, which is what I'm doing pretty much. I'm trying to warn you of our coming problem. There's people messing around with shit out there that they shouldn't be messing around with. And I don't care about anything except for fixing this book. What would happen if the very same man was bent on destruction of the world and he just decided, shit. He decides to head into his bunker. He's got all the keys and the passcodes. The doctor just gave him a bad, bill of health, and he just goes, screw it. Boom, 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 and just starts launching everything like some kind of goofball. How do you think that's going to play out? You think everybody's going to wait? No, we're sorry. It was a mistake. All it takes is one. It's going to take one, and the whole shit's going to go. It's a very simple gig, man. If it ain't love, don't use it. Whatever you're doing, that's all you got to weigh it through. Is what you are doing loving? If you're at work, hey, I've had people call me on the phone and they're chewing me out in some language. I don't even know what the hell they're saying. This person's like, really? But I understand. I'm like tech support, and this guy's business is offline. He's got like people standing at the pump, have pumped gas, and they can't pay their credit cards. What do? Pull the thing out, stick it in the thing, and drive off? That's pretty much going to be his answer unless I can get his business running pretty fast, right? So he's got everybody screaming and yelling on his side. It's coming on to me. I'm a smart enough person to understand that when somebody's yelling and screaming at me, it's because their feelings are hurt. They're offended somehow. Why are they offended? What have you done? Have you done anything to offend them? But even if not, understand that anger isn't coming at you necessarily, right? I didn't do anything wrong. He's just chewing me out for no good reason. Well, guess what? I'm spot clean, man. So I know that. And if I know that, I don't take it personal. And I'm just sitting in here finding my way into his network. Bam, get inside, poke at this, look at that, start helping him to fix things, right? Or in his case, it was simple. I just had to change some route. Not supposed to do that, but I got him online, and I'm sure he's happy that I made an illegal move on his equipment, right? Fix stuff. Just fix it. If you're wearing a white hat, you can touch what you want, right? That's the way I look at it. And so I get the guy online, and by the end of the call, this guy's like in tears. He goes, why are you making me fall in love with you? And I went, sir, I'm like, I know what he was trying to say. He couldn't even, probably his English was so jacked up. He was trying to say, you know, but I asked him, and so then he comes back again. He goes, when I call you, I was so upset. I was saying horrible things about you and your family and your mother. And I'm like, I didn't, yeah, I guess it's good. It's good I didn't understand what you were saying, because if you started talking about it, I didn't let him provoke me into a response. What frustrated him more? I was beating it out, man. And guess what? By the end of the call, I had him up and I got him a credit and did everything I was supposed to do. And it was like, now I'm looking like a good guy and he has nothing but guilt. And it was like I dumped hot coals all over him. And you know what he said? Why are you know what my answer was? I didn't have to say Jesus Christ. I didn't have to say anything specific. All I said was, sir, that's what my God would have me do. He didn't know what the hell to say. Suddenly my God is sounding like, what is he going to touch it? Now, if he wants to start saying my God's name ain't that, he doesn't, a J wasn't invented. Are you kidding me? How petty can people be? The doctrine of demons and devils that Paul warned about is people running around afraid of Satan, the boogeyman. Bullshit. Forget about Satan. You are Satan. Okay? Suck it up. If you're doing evil, guess who the Lord sent to do it. Do good. Stop, learn to do. I don't want to start quoting Isaiah, but Isaiah had it on, okay? He knew what he was up. That's why I give up. No, you don't give up. You want to move in? We'll figure it out, man. Together we can keep each other going, right? I'm over here like this and I don't want to keep praying and you can hold my arms up. We'll put some perfume in there or something so you don't die, but you know what I mean? Everybody's just waiting for God, fighting over it. Doctrine is this person was wrong. Who knows if they even existed? It isn't the point. This book exists and it is real because it has not is real, but it is a real thing because it is causing war on this planet between the peoples of this planet, and that needs to end. It is not we will not beat it in that manner. Peace will come when we've worn ourselves out against it. And that could take a long time. Or quick, depending on what they shoot up in the sky. I really feel like I'm going to wake up in a chair somewhere and they're going to unplug some shit from my head. And I'm going to be pissed off because I will have just gone to Disney 2200 and it's Elon Musk, electronic Disneyland where his data center plugs into your skull and he can create any kind of, dream vision or whatever. It's like this whole thing has only taken me 15 minutes to live a 60 years worth of life trying to save the world in some freaking video game or some shit where nobody will cooperate and you just can't win. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Over here like, yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's time to go Richard Petty and just use the accelerator and go as fast and as far away as I can. Just find some people that don't know me, clean myself up. Who are you? I don't know. I'll pick a different name. I just need to go through the list and find one. Who do I want to be? They're all clean. Who do I want to become? Shit, if nobody's around, I could do the wife and be a widower. She died. She died, yeah. Just collecting here. Yeah, nah. I'd rather do it the right way. So help me out. Find a theologian, a pastor, the Pope, president, some leader of some country that's sick of getting their ass handed to them by people that read the Bible and are torturing them. Just let me know. Anybody. I'll accommodate whoever if this is for the good of all. There's no personal interest involved. If there was personal interest, I can't have any of this. I cannot have any personal interest in this matter. If I had personal interest in that, I would have gave up like 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago. Yeah, no, this is the real deal. He's hooked me. He's got me on the line, and I can't spit this hook out for nothing. Call me Leviathan if you want. You better listen to what I got to say. That's all I got to say. uh, oh, Father God. I think I just need to run away. Is that what you want me to do? Are you testing me to see if I really care? I really care. But if I really don't care, if you don't want me to care, fuck them. I'll leave. I'm not for you or your enemies, okay? I work for God. He tells me to leave, I'm gone. If I feel clear, okay, never mind. Flee to the mountains or some shit, whatever. Okay. I tried that. I came to the mountains. They won't move, okay? The mountains won't move. I have tried. They are stuck exactly where they are. And if you guys won't throw me into the sea, then here we are. I'm your burning mountain. No, 95% stress is, well, other people, but it depends on how you handle it. At one time, I handled stress really, really well. Because I was like me, but I didn't try to, I didn't know what the problem was. I was just going, okay, people are just, having a hard time. I'll make excuses for people. That guy's having a bad day. I can see what's happening. No, no, don't worry about it. No, I'll help you out. Don't worry about it. Try to help people to smooth them along just because, right? It's how you should be. Well, it's different now. Now I see that this is the problem in this world. This is the problem in this world. Okay? This thing, and I'm not going to say damn thing, there's nothing wrong with it. It's misinterpreted. And this is either a beast that will destroy you or show you the road to heaven. And right now we're on the road to hell because of this book. All right? It doesn't mess around, man. You cut it in half and you eat one half of that cake or the other. And that thing, nobody's coming, all right? Nobody's coming to get you. What you're looking for lives inside you, all right? 2,000 years we've been waiting for any time. We'll see if somebody shows up. I hope they do. Oh, wow. I would love to stick my foot in my mouth. You know what I'll do? I'll cut this sock apart in enough small pieces where I'll have to eat it over time so I don't clog myself up. I'll eat my damn sock, okay? Whatever. Drink out of my toilet, like a real dog. It's like, what the hell does it take? I have fixed some of the most amazing things in my life. I programmed my whole freaking job to run itself. I didn't even have to work for not the whole day, but the good part of the day. I didn't have to race into work. My job was running itself on the computer. I'd show up to work. I'd be pulling print jobs out, handing them out. People are, wow, you're really on top of things, Yeah, yeah. And then what happened when they turned it off or when they were selling the company, and then I had to reverse engineer the shit and find out how it worked. And it's tough when you get a program running for 8 months by itself and nobody doing nothing with it. That shit was trugging right along, doing my whole job in the morning. It was great. That's what I do. I was doing AI before there was AI. Active Directory, shit. I was working the directory like Bill Gates' dad was working his mom before he ever probably was playing with Active Directory. Half of the shit he learned, he stole from people off of their computers by giving out his free software. He would find out things about you. A friend of mine and me, we were working on a microwave. This microwave, you want to know how it worked? I would take this, if this was like a burrito, it was programmed inside the microwave. It had a barcode scanner, and I would walk up to the thing and I'd scan it, bloop, and I'd throw it in the microwave. And then the microwave would, from the burrito company, would say, how's the best way to cook it? And they go, well, it's got this in it. And then they would tell us how to cook it. And we would program it in, and it would cook it at like 30 seconds on high power to really hit it hard. But then it didn't want to burn the middle. So then it would back off a little bit. And then once it got it kind of warmed up, then it would start pulsing, it hit it with, 30% power every 30 seconds, and it would perfectly cook the thing. You could cook all kinds of things in the microwave just because it was a microwave, but all that finagling with messing with timing and power levels and shit, it was all programmed in. You just scan a barcode. And I told my friend, I said, don't work on this freaking thing on the internet. Okay. And you know why I told him that? Because I was out buying domain names, and I start buying domain names, and I like look for this one domain name and it's gone. I was like, oh, well, yeah, shit, people are buying them. That was a pretty good one. Went out there, oh, wait, got that one too. And I was like, that one wasn't really so obvious. What the hell? You know what happened? I went out and I looked for XRTJQSMO4789.com. Guess what? Somebody bought 489, whatever the hell I just said.com. And I was like, okay, bullshit. There ain't no way in hell somebody just figures out a 32-bit encryption key that I created in my head, random, and they just pick it off and want to sell it to me. No, I have a little bit more brains than that. And so I told my friend, I said, they're watching us on the internet, man. They're watching every fucking thing. And I told him this in 2000. It was before 2000. I said, they're watching us. They are watching and sniffing everything you do, the domain names you look at, this, that, everything. They're profiling the shit out of you. I said, don't do your research online. Go to the freaking hardware store and buy your parts. Don't be a fucking lazy ass. And what did he do? He didn't listen. He's on eBay buying shit and whatever. And guess what happened? Bill Gates patented a microwave that was suspiciously like ours the day before we released our prototype. Isn't that coincidental? I'm Jewish. I don't believe in fucking coincidence. I know how that microwave wound up being there, okay? Just the same way everybody's in my shit right now. And that's why it doesn't bother me. I've been dealing with this shit for over 20 fucking years, you people sniffing and snooping and whatever. I don't put anything in there that I care about. So all the time you wasted here picking on me was just picking on me. I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope you learned something from me, maybe about God. But it's like, yeah, man, I'm disconnecting. I'm completely disconnecting here shortly. I'm going to be forced to, and I like it that way. Because that way I can say, you didn't save it, God. And, he's not going to go, well, I sent a submarine and I sent a van and a helicopter, but, you were, what do you expect? He has sent shit to me, nothing. So if that's my indication that, once I'm burnt out and whatever, it's like, well, hell, I tried as hard as I could. I got no more resources left. Show me where to go now. And then I'll just walk off somewhere like I have plenty of times before. And it's always shortly after that, something just kicks up. Something. When I left California, I left a company where I was making 6 figures, buddy. And I walked away. Because I said, bullshit, I ain't dealing with assholes. I don't care how much money you're paying me. I don't deal with assholes. I burn them, shoot them, fire them. Get to California. I broke down in Utah in the middle of freaking nowhere. I mean, I was literally, but what I got to say about what they did in Utah was really cool. They put all the roads in between banks. So on the highway in Utah, they have embankments. So you're driving through there and you kind of feel like you're just encased in your own little zone, but it's really smart because all the sound then funnels and goes up. You don't wind up ruining with sound, the landscape. Well, when I broke down, I was like wondering where the hell I was. So I climbed up the embankment. It didn't look like it was, it was maybe 30 feet. I went to the top and it was beautiful. It was like, behold, it was a big, I left in tragedy from California with my car. I broke down on the side of the road and I was going to get upset. And I went, no, I go, you're with me. I don't know. I felt like God was with me. I walked up the embankment. I looked, and it was like this big farm with cows down there, and there was a like a windmill and a cabin or some house and a barn. And I was looking, way off there, but I'm just looking at it. I'm going, wow. And so then I I went down to my car and I got a no, actually I walked up there. I walked up there with a pad and I said, I'm going to draw whatever's up out there. So I walked up there and I drew a sketch. I have the sketch. I still have it. If you wanted to walk or, drive down the highway, you could probably figure out where I stopped, by the geography and everything. I tried to do this best I could. Um, and then, but I broke down. My car overheated. So I went back to my car and a guy pulls up behind me and he is, um, yeah, he's wants to give me a ride. And I'm looking all ragged from being on the road for like 4 days. And what was going on at the time, I remember my family was freaking out. They're like, you can't come home. Why can't I come home? Because there was some goofball that was driving around and like shooting people in the, I don't know, like in the rest areas. And what they did was they had like the trunk was poked out in the trunk and they would shoot people through the trunk, through a hole in the trunk, right? And but anyway, they're worried about me and I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like, do you know how many rest stops there are? It's like if the guy ends up in the rest stop that I'm in, I don't know, maybe it was my time to die, right? And so I'm coming back from California and I break down in Utah, walk up the hill, sketch the landscape, walk back down. By the time, just as I'm get to my car, a guy pulls up behind me and he wants to give me a ride, whatever. And I said, no, you're great. I go, it's really nice that you stopped. I go, but I go, everything I own is in that car and I don't feel like leaving it here for somebody to find and pick through. I said, can you do me a favor? I go, I got AAA, just head up the road, maybe check out the mile marker and, make a call for me. That'd be great. He's like, yeah, sure. So that was cool. Maybe half an hour later, something, here comes a tow truck and the guy tows me to his gas station. Well, I work on cars. Okay. So I don't work on them so much anymore. I used to work on cars and I don't give a shit about anything. Let it break, let it die. I'm done. Um, he, I go in my car and I'm trying to get tools out. Well, I look at the car and it overheated. So I'm like, all right, what the hell happened? So I grab a hold of the fan and the fan clutch was locked up. And I'm like, okay, I see what happened. It burnt up the belt. The fan couldn't suck air through the radiator. I had the defrosters on, which makes the AC run. Okay, I see what happened. I got it. So I'm parting it out and I go, all right, I'm gonna need a thermostat. I'm gonna need some RTV or something to seal it. Fan clutch, fan belt. Okay. Look at the VIN, look at the tag, 77, whatever, get everything, go walk to the guy and say, yeah, or first, and then I walk around and I go into the trunk and I start getting my tools out. And he goes, what are you doing? And I go, oh, well, I'm going to fix my car. I said, I overheated it and I need a fan. I know what I need. I just got to get at my tools and I can fix it. I go, I work on it here. Is it all right? And he goes, I go, I'll buy my parts from you, figuring if he'll let me work on my car in his lot when he's a gas station with a lift. They're a service station like they used to be, not a gas station like today. You'd pull in there and they could actually fix your car. Okay. Nowadays it's like they put who knows what in the tank and yeah, be happy about it, right? Well, so he goes, no, why don't you use my tools? And I'm like, what? So the guy's going to lend me to keep me from emptying out my trunk. He's going to lend me his tools. And I go, all right. So I go, do you got a town for you? So the guy runs into town literally to get parts. I sit in the gas station with this guy and now he's busts out a weed, right? We're smoking a joint in the gas station and his name was not Jim Morrison, the Jim Morrison, but that was his name. He was Jim Morrison and he was a horse breeder. And he said that if he ever had a horse that was a good horse for the Kentucky Derby, to look for it because it would be called Natalie's Dancer. And I always looked for that horse. I never saw it. Natalie's Dancer was what he was going to call it. So anyway, we're in there. The guy comes back with the parts, and I'm like, well, I should probably get. And he's like, nah, my guy will take care of it. And he's like, get out there and fix the fan belt and all that shit. So he sends his guy out. I hang out with this guy. He buys my parts, has his guy fix it, sit around hanging out, just partying with him, talking about stuff. And then he just says, see you later. I didn't get charged a dime, nothing. I left, I'm like, and I left there just going, I just met an angel or something, man. Why did that guy do that for me? Right? And, he saw, I think he just saw somebody like running away from whatever the hell it was and packing up in their car. Nothing, no friends, no nothing. And that guy decided he was going to be my friend, man. He showed up. He showed up. Yeah. His name was Jim Morrison. I don't know if it was James Douglas Morrison, but his name was Jim Morrison. And it was like, and he's not the only Jim Morrison that I've known. I worked with another Jim Morrison. Now he was a smart ass and would try to act like he was Jim Morrison, but he was just a goofball. He had a weird pointy head, and when he was in the Marine Corps, and when he did his high and tight, he kind of looked like Alvin from the Chipmunks, He had his head was weird, man. Sergeant Morrison. Maybe his Staff Sergeant Morrison by then. Anyway. Yeah. Just go, man. Just go. Pity. All kinds of shit in here for nothing. Yeah, I don't know who that guy was. Um, like I said, I was coming across the United States, and whoever this person was, they were doing something in rest areas, and I was just like, dude, it's like, I don't know. I was like, why would anybody want to shoot me? I guess that's the way I feel. Is like, I live my life like that, not wondering who wants to or if I got to worry about it. It's like, why would anybody want to, right? I'm not a, I'm nobody to, I'm no trouble, right? It's like, what's the point? But I guess some people just don't care. I mean, I think that if that's the case, then somebody does that. When it says that the wicked are reserved for the day of judgment, what people don't realize is that um, any wickedness that you have is reserving you for judgment. If you let it come out of you, then you could be judged for it, or it could be used by God to go judge somebody else, like when he calls the Assyrians or whatever. He'll send whoever he wants to go to judge. And me, I won't do it. I won't fight anymore. I won't fight for anybody. I'm not for you or your enemies. I will only serve God. It's tough. Tough gig. I'm just waiting for things to snap into place like they typically do. And then I'll be able to breathe a little bit, maybe. Probably not. It's going to be like, yeah. The Messiah's arrived. The Antichrist is here. Oh, yeah, normal day. Oh, yeah. We'll make an appointment. Can you come back tomorrow? Ay, ay, ay. This is terrible. That's the news that I have. That's the information that I have. It's like we have all screwed this book up for thousands of years. It's been sitting right in our face, right in our face, the answer. The beginning from the end. The beginning from the end, or the end. I'm sorry, the end from the beginning. The end from the beginning. See, when I look at it like that, it is the beginning from the end because they're all it's the same thing. So it's like it's really confusing. I mean, Paul's teachings, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're way lost, man. They're empty. All this stuff that was here is just not seen in the right context. What's up, Henry? Cockadoodling? I gotta find something to eat. Another hair. Another one. They're just everywhere. One after another. So yeah, if you know any theologians or pastors or anybody that has some wants to see what I found, let them know. Get them my phone number, that kind of thing. This is really troubling to me. I never thought I would be the person saying, "Where is your God?" Oh, he's coming. Don't worry. He's on his way. He'll be here any day now. Hmm. I smell somebody must be cooking around here. Smells almost like it's burning a little bit. Let me see if I put the oven on or did something stupid and I forgot. I don't think I did. No. Ooh, that smell. Can't you smell that smell? Smell it gets around you. Don't stick them needles in your eye. Whiskey bottles, brand new cars. Oak tree, you in my way. Too much smoke, too much coke. More drink flow around you. Can't you smell that smell? Can't you smell that smell? Smell of death surrounds you. Ugh. Ugh. It gets cold when I start to bust into keto because my body will burn. I'm dual fuel, man. I burn whatever. It doesn't matter. Carbohydrates, fat, and I'll switch between the two. And I can tell when I bust into keto, man, it freeze. It's like my body just starts, oh. Oh. And I know it happened because my heart started hurting. My heart hurts right before it kicks in. It's like my heart's going, come on, give me carbohydrates. I don't want it. And it hurts, and then it fades away, and then I freeze. Ooh. Ah. Mm. Oh. Woo. What's wrong with the Bible? It's misread. Do you read the Bible? You're kidding me. Oh man, please. If you can help me, I'll give you my house, okay? I will give you my home, all right, dude? You get this thing, you get this into the hands of the professionals that need to see what I found. You're going to watch the whole world turn upside down. We're going to be looking like dumbasses. I mean, really. The mourning for a lost son? Yeah. Uh Yeah, that lost son lives inside you, okay? He's already inside you. It's Christ or Antichrist. It's literally when the man of sin is revealed, that's when you will turn. You'll have your last day, and then you'll serve the Lord. You know, when Paul said that, live with the Lord, die with the Lord, uh, the Lord does more than what we want to admit. You know, I study from a Jewish perspective. Since I found out I was Jewish, got kicked out of the churches in the pandemic, and everybody was whatever. Fine, I'll study my own. I started studying this books in a different perspective, is to say, God, you promised me a way out, and people are dying. What is my way out? And He showed it to me. He showed it to me clear. It's in, and I got a hair in my eye. Doggone it. Boy. Hopefully I got it. But yeah, it's like this we just watched the thief roll through here. We watched an opportunity to see heaven's door swing through here. Remember how Paul talked about the dirty mirror? Okay. Well, guess what? When we're supposed to go through this, we're supposed to go through a tribulation. Well, that was the plagues of Egypt, and that happened in 2020 and on, right? Then there was no male and female. That was when people were binary or whatever, or non-binary. That's no male or female. Then we had what was the other one? No male and female. All of the things that we should see when heaven comes, like at the end time, they were there, but they were morphed and twisted, like looking in a dirty mirror. Like no male and female. What were they? It was no male and female. Oh man, I can't think of it because it's not obvious. It's not obvious, but that was the thief in the night went through here. That was the thief in the night. That was the Lord going through, trying to warn us. And I see us in a lot of trouble. I don't translate Revelation like other people do. It's not a monster story. It's exactly what it says it is. It would be a blessing if you knew how to read it. You would read it and you would feel comfortable, like, okay, this is how God works. This is how the throne of God works. This is what I can expect. That woman that gives birth, that woman is not Israel with the 12 crown of stars on her head. That woman is Lady Wisdom. She either has sons that are good and God takes to heaven, or she has daughters that just make more seeds. The sons are all that go to heaven. The daughters, the devil grabs them to go wage war with them. And it doesn't mean to go wage war against them. It means to go wage war with them. The child is claimed either from above or below. The devil doesn't claim the child so he can mess with it. He claims it so it's on his team. That's exactly what happened to Jesus after he was filled with the Spirit. Remember how Jesus said, you kick out one spirit and 7 more enter? I'm sorry, but 7 is the spirits of the Lord, okay? So what is he saying? I kick out one evil spirit, and here come the 7 righteous ones, and now I'm self-righteous. That's what his ministry was. He didn't like how the church was being hard on people. You want to know who the oppressed are? This is the oppressed, people who don't know this book. because this book, you can't fight against it. When Jesus said the scriptures can't be broken, they cannot be broken. I can prove it with the 10 commandments. Because like when it says you will honor your father and mother, you actually get two sets of those. You have father and mother from heaven. This would be Lady Wisdom, I guess. But you also have the father of lies and the harlot if you're serving in the other direction. So when Jesus said the sons always do what they see their father doing, which father? Each son does as he sees his father doing. That's how Jesus said, you'll know them by their fruit. If I can identify somebody's fruit as not being of my master, I have to vacate from that person's presence unless it's in love, because I am not to judge another master's servant. These are all very clear things that Jesus said. And if there is an important verse in all of Scripture, it's definitely John 2:5. John 2:5. 2:5 is the most important verse in all of the Bible, if you believe in a Messiah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go find a break, man. I need a break here. The rooster's crowing. I don't. I don't really have a favorite band. I like, you know, never got to go to a bunch of concerts and stuff like that. It's never could afford it. Spending $95 to go watch somebody play guitar and sit in a big pile way at the back of the thing and just, it really didn't seem like it was worth it to me. You go there, the t-shirts are $1,000,000. It's like, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of glad I didn't get signed when we had 3 record companies looking at our band at one time, and I should say their band. They kicked me out, so it became their band back again after they didn't like, because they said I lost my enthusiasm after my mom died and my wife left and I lost my job. I was kind of sad getting whacked that many times. You're not happy anymore. I am sorry your life is trash. You're not strong enough. Get the hell out of here. What a bunch of great guys. Gotta love them. My pals. Yeah, those guys, right? Those guys. Who's those guys? Those guys. Oh. Uh. Yeah. Break time.
Keep bringing more bricks to the shelter man.
Christ is inside you. Ah. These look like black beans to you? I don't know what happened to these things, but like I can understand like settling, but it's nuts. Make it out okay. Man, those are really in there. What the hell? I opened up, it was like half the can was empty. It's like, the hell happened in there? I'm not kidding. This is weird. How the hell could that happen? It's crazy. Wow. Go away. The heck? It's like somebody put them in the can and smashed them into the bottom of the can. I mean, like, really? Probably didn't help that they're frozen. Pretty damn cold down there. I want to walk to the edge of the earth, and I don't know if I jump or not. I want to walk on a bed of coals and not get burned when the fire gets hot. Run my fingers down the edge of a knife. Ooh, I want to feel the grace of life. Life's the alternative. What are you, jealous? I like how these pussies show up and tell you to shave. What do you look like? Probably 15, right? I don't think you'd want to lick my beard. Uh, it's like, yeah. What's going on in the world? We blow anything up yet? Mm. I agree. I want a steak. Will you cook one for me? Oh, there we go. Well, it's been nice hanging out with you, I hope you're safe and everything wherever you are and that kind of thing. But, the world's kind of crazy now. Enjoy yourselves. Keep your head low. Imagine eternity. Places that we will see. And all the people who don't know laughter deciding what comes after. And all the people that don't know laughter. That's Isaac deciding what comes after. There will you see your wife? Maybe you will see my face. Or I might go to another place. Sometimes it gets me, then it hits me. Sometimes people believe mystery stuff and imaginative. Yeah. Yep. Get a drink over. Man, this sucks. Just saying, Lord. I know you agree. You can't be against me on that. This condition of this place has got to be just not right, right? Otherwise, you'd stop work on it. If it was ready, it was all good. I don't think we're good yet, right? Oh! Waiting for your hero to arrive. Superman's in jail, but Lex Luthor is well and alive. Almost done. Ain't much left. Won't be much to shave off. What's the plan? Ain't doing nothing by myself, man. Ain't no different than any other person by themselves. Everybody bitch at the president and expect him to do everything. That ain't how it works. It's not how it works. You, everybody pitches in, man. The plan is let go and let God. Sounds fucking frightening to me, but I don't understand. It is a shame. Defense. Place. Move to outer space. That's kind of freaking funny when you think about it. I just thought about when I first moved here. I was hanging out with this chick, and it was like, dude, this chick was crazy, man. Well, we were crazy together. Crazy. But I remember the house looked kind of like this, and I decided to like put a ad on the fridge and hire all the kids to take jobs like the classifieds, dishes, this, that, and then pay them off. And then the place looked pretty great for a little while. don't understand, and I don't think I'm the only one. I don't understand everything. One. Don't understand. Don't understand. Don't like this land. Can't really care. You know what it is? Let me get a. Sure skills that I lacked. Oh man. This is the part of the job I hate, you know. You gotta settle up everything. The part's never any fun. Nobody likes to shut down a company. Hairs. This is fucked up. If nothing else, I can tell you why they killed Jesus.
Swirl around inside my Money's not what it's about. I just got to get it out. That's not what it's for. I don't wanna be no more. I can't arrange the life I want. I'm an idiot, erasable. Some things come naturally. Some things have no fee. Some things miss. They do their job. I do this. I know what it's for. I don't wanna be no more. I can't arrange the life I want. I'm an idiot, erasable.
What happened to my church? I got kicked out. If I go there, I'll get arrested for trespassing, and I helped build it. My money helped build that building, and I can't even go there. And I paid twice as much as any other person would have paid because I was into it. I got robbed. Simon Peter strikes again. Denied. This is like, it's Simon Peter's, that's his namesake. Just a fuck up. People don't realize when he said, upon this rock I will build my church, he was talking about the gates of hell. He was talking about evil. He was saying, I'm going to build my church right on top of evil and even use evil against evil to destroy it, and the gates of hell won't even show up. And everybody associates it with Peter. He even got crucified upside down. Shit. What do I expect? It took too long. There's too many people fighting over it. They've been waiting too long for somebody to find it. Nobody wants to solve it. Plaid. How come you're not Scottish? Jesus was black. It's like, I don't give a shit what color he was. It's like he was Asian too, if you really consider it. Where they were located was in Asia. So technically, yeah, Jesus was Asian. That's pretty damn funny, I think. I don't know if I'm part black or not, but I know my name at least comes from Africa, so I don't know if my dad did, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. What the hell did Rodman used to say? Rodman used to say some crazy shit. He'd say, "You're kind of cute. Do you got any black in you?" And the chick would say no, and he'd say, "You want some?" Dennis Rodman, man, that's from when I lived in Chicago when the Bulls were the thing, you know. Those were the years. I could have had I could have got somebody's a basketball. He came and they signed basketballs at the store where I worked, and like, you could have got one signed to you and whatever with his signature on it, his autograph. And like, I can't remember who the guy was, but he wound up just like exploding. He was like, "Oh, who the hell was that?" That was I can't think of the guy's name. Man, he came in late, but he was really good. My wife at that time was into basketball. I really wasn't. But yeah, you could go down to the United Center and check out all the shit down there. We'd have a booth, those little boxes that people sit in. We didn't sit in chairs, man. We had a little room that we went into, and the lady would come by and bring drinks and food and all that stuff, and we didn't pay for any of that stuff. Going to the snack bar for junk, no, they bring whatever you want. You just ask them. Alcohol you pay for. But all the snacks and nibble shit, they just bring it. Go and see the White Sox the same way. Cubs. Go see the Blackhawks. I had a Blackhawks jersey somewhere. I don't know what the hell happened to it. I think my sister stole it. My family's brutal, man. What am I preparing for? I ain't preparing for shit. What are you preparing for? I don't give a shit. It's called jacket, wallet, walk. It's pretty damn simple. I'm not preparing for anything. I'm preparing for a lot of people to go, what the fuck happened? Where did this guy go? Ah, and I'll be pinned out, man. I won't come back. I'll have stricken myself from the tribe. And I'll feel bad. I'll pray. I'll pray by myself and go, God, if you want me to help somebody, you're gonna have to bring them to me, because, like, me trying, I don't know if maybe I did something wrong by trying to help. People were dying. I had good info. I'm willing to back it with my mouth and bets of $10,000s to get people to shut up and come stop in. Bet me, call my bluff. Anybody, please. Anything you want to bet, I'll bet you my fucking soul. Okay? I'm not worried about that anymore. I know where I'm going. You want it? He wouldn't give it to you. It's the point is if you knew what this book says and the people that brought it, they said things like that. Would you say that? I love my neighbor more than my own soul. That's what it said. And yeah, you got to think like that. If you're worried about yourself, you don't know what the hell love is. Go love your own ass. It's like it doesn't work that way, man. If you love somebody, you're like pouring that shit out. And I enjoy it. It's fun. You ever win the lottery and like 200 grand and all these people are sitting on your couch and you're like spent it all before you even got to the end of the freaking couch because you bought that house and paid that house off because they couldn't wait. They went and bought some junk, pay that one off. College kids are lined up with their money for their scholarships. And then the wife's like looking at, what the hell are you doing? You don't have that much money. Ah, shit. I jumped when I did that, man. My freaking head. I jumped. They said my head almost hit the freaking ceiling. Scared the shit out of, because I went, wow, boom. The white man can jump when the excitement is good enough, I guess. That's how I do it, man. I don't fuck around. And it's like people are sitting on their hands. They're wasting this book, making God look bad and Jesus like a freaking liar. Anytime will do. When the hell is anytime? It's aggravating. Where am I going? That way. I'm telling you. Far from here. Far, far away. Ah. No phones to follow me, nothing. Cut the shit off and walk. I've done it. It feels good. It's like I don't know, man. And I feel like I'm pulling a whole fucking thing by myself and it's bullshit. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Find somebody else to pick on. And I don't know, man. What is God going to hold me responsible because people wouldn't hear me? No, I think he's going to say you did a great job. Look at them. See, they don't give a shit about me. You tried to tell them, they wouldn't hear it. They didn't want to check. They wrote you off. That's what it says in this book. It says, I'll grab it and it'll say, they're not rejecting you, Chris. They're rejecting me because I'm trying to use you. And they don't like it. So fine. And he'll just wind up and start throwing shit at you. Pow! All the people move toward the desert. That's 2 Samuel. All right, sorry. The thing is if I don't see the promised land, neither do you. Now do you know why I'm gunning for it? This is my second chance. I wonder if there's been 3 and 4 before this. Who knows? Been so many freaking messiahs showing up, people trying to fix this wreck. I just opened it to the very same verse. All the people move towards Okay. Sorry, Lord. What did I do to my hand? Ay. That don't look good. As the heavens are high and the earth is deep, so the hearts of kings are unsearchable. Remove the dross from the silver, and out comes material for the silversmith. Remove the wicked from the king's presence, and his throne is established through righteousness. Well, what if the king just leaves the presence of the wicked? Then their throne will be established in their righteousness. Do not exalt yourself in the king's presence, and do not claim a place among great men. Yep. It is better for him to say to you, come up here, than for him to humiliate you before noblemen. But that's the thing, man. I don't know who's being really humiliated here. I got the goods. I know what I see. If there is any way that you're supposed to get out of here and raise from the dead and go to heaven, I found it. I'm going to be number 2. And just so I don't, maybe if I found it and it's a thing like that, like you have to know something, I feel your spirit has to know where in the hell you're going. I know where. I don't have faith. Faith is something that happens that you need when you have doubt. Faith is like something that gets you over a hump. I don't have that. God does everything he does, and that's just what he does. There's no coincidences. It's nothing like that. It isn't like he lives and moves and forces people to do things. He just has a rule book, and when people don't follow it, it spreads like a freaking cancer and goes to shit. It's pretty simple, you know. What you have seen with your eyes, do not bring hastily to court. I'm getting slammed here, ain't I? Look at he's busting me to pieces. Okay, no, actually, this is exactly what I did. What you have seen with your eyes, do not bring hastily to court. I could have, according to my lawyer, I had false police report and all kinds of bad shit. And it was like, what would have happened is it would have harmed the family. It would have, would have been stupid. It just wouldn't have been right. So it's like, I'm not going to let somebody trick me into being an asshole. Yeah. 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 Sometimes what do you do? For what will you do in the end if your neighbor puts you to shame? And it was funny because that's what it was. It says, what you do not bring hastily to court. For what will you do in the end if your neighbor puts you to shame, right? And it's like, I have to read this from the other side. I'm not the person who started all this shit. Now, can you see why I have to read this from the perspective of the person who doesn't know? Look what that says. What you have seen with your eyes, do not bring hastily to court. For what will you do in the end if your neighbor puts you to shame? I don't know. That would have been pretty bad, but I couldn't do it. It was like, I know what the problem was. It's like I'm viewed as like some kind of I don't know. People think I'm not a good guy or a nice guy, or I'm some kind of a weirdo. I'm not a fucking weirdo. Might I might be eccentric, but I'm not fucking like yeah. I ain't got no shit in my past like all these bastards that you got running your country. Nothing like that. Okay. Yeah, that all stopped when I robbed my gas station. Okay. I took the high and narrow road. I made sure I did it good and easy. Like at the age of 14, stole 9 cars the same night. High speed chase, all that shit. It was a blast. Yeah. And see, that's what it was. See, it applies so many different ways. What I have seen to court, okay, so what I have seen with my eyes, do not bring hastily court. For what will it do in the end if my neighbor puts me to shame? Now, sure, I would have won the court case, but how would my neighbor would have put me to shame? It would have been like, oh, you were trying to protect the kids and then you throw me in jail so you can win your court case. And it's like, and then what would happen to the kids, right? I don't know what's up with where the father went and shit. It was fucked up, man. It's like, that's why you wonder why I just want to abandon ship. It's like, fuck this place. It can all fall in the ground into a big giant hole as far as I care. All the people with it, man. The people in this town have been fucking mean as shit to me. If God had to destroy it, I'd say fucking yeah. There was a flood came through here one time and nearly wiped the place out. He could do it again. It's about due, actually. Maybe that's why he wants me out here. You gonna flood it, Lord? Is gonna go times of no on this shit? He's done it, man. Freaking raging currents come down through the hills and the mountains and shit and just rip it up through here. And they try to, unclog the creek and whatever. The way they were describing it, oh my God, it must have been like, I can't even imagine how the water must have just been pouring out of the sky to fill up like that. It was crazy. I mean, I saw pictures. To get, let's put it this way. Well, I have seen some good flooding, haven't I? I was in the Midwest when the whole Midwest was like a pond, man. I walked out of my house one time. There was 17 inches of rain overnight. And I opened my front door. I had a little cabin um, in Lockport, Illinois. and it was cedar sided with wood ceilings and skylight. That's what I'll do again if I can. Get a nice place with some skylights and load it full of wood shit. But yeah, um, and I'll get my own sawmill. I'll cut my own wood. I'll do all my own shit. All you need is a damn motor and a big band and a giant ass blade and a table. It's like there's nothing to it, man. People, yeah. Uh, it's like, would my neighbor be putting me to shame then? Yeah, because I would end up looking like a jerk. If you argue your case with a neighbor, do not betray another man's confidence. And I didn't. I was straight up and I did it the other way. For he who hears it may shame you, and you will never lose your bad reputation. So if you argue your case with confidence, yeah, but what do you do when they're rumoring and shit? You know, I mean, you're shot to shit anyway. When they're telling lies, what the fuck can you do? Apples of gold and settings of silver, like an earring of gold or an ornament of fine gold, is a wise man's rebuke to a listening ear. That's it. Like an earring of gold or an ornament of fine gold is a wise man's rebuke to a listening ear. That's all I am. The wise man. Stupid ass. How could I ever think that just because you have the right answer that anybody would listen to you? This has been sitting in our face for freaking 2,000 years at least. At least. Do not answer a fool according to his folly, or you will be like him yourself. Well, I'm out of here. I think I'm going to throw my boots on. Maybe I'll take a walk to the store. The can place is closed. I got to snow blow the driveway and shit to dig it out anyway. It's like, for what? No point. But these teachings are all jacked up, man. Paul, they got him all fucked up. He's when he says what I want to do, I don't do, and that what I it's not saying that he's a criminal. He's saying that he's a conduit for the spirit to go through him to do what he does. Like saying, that's what I say. I don't do the good that I do. It comes through me. God works through me to do the good. And I'm grateful to be something he can use to do good. I don't claim his work. I'm just doing it. If there's something I'll claim, if I've messed anything up and it's bad, that I will claim. Other than that, I'm just working for the man. Give me neither poverty nor riches, but give me only my daily bread. Otherwise, I may have too much and disown you and say, who is the Lord? That ain't happening. I'm that squirrel hanging onto the leg, man. I ain't letting go until you bless me. Or I may become poor and steal and so dishonor the name of my God. And there you go. What am that right there? Hey, do not slander a servant to his master, or he will curse you, and you will pay for it. We're picking this beard all apart right now, man. I'm like, this thing's coming off. And then you'll be blacked out From here then on out, I won't let you see me anymore. When I shave it off, I won't let you see my face. Time Mark John Isaiah 53:2. No, you're probably not as crazy as you think. I don't care if they are, honestly, because see the way I look at it is there is a phrase in the Bible that says, "Do not involve yourself in the conspiracies of man." So I don't. I don't look at them. I don't look to find them. I don't. If somebody brings them up, I tell them, "No, I don't want to know. Just get away from me." It'll take care of itself. If it's a conspiracy and a problem, it'll find its way to the surface, and God will take care of it. Um, I mean, if you know of somebody that's doing something wrong, well, then you should report it, right? Always report it as fast as possible. You never know how to work out. They might ask you for help. Well, it's stupid. It's like why get yourself in trouble over dumb shit? It's like it just ain't worth it, you know? I mean, dude, I make sure I don't do anything wrong. Nothing. It's like I don't speed when I drive. I drive extra slow. Um, and I mean, I know they're nuts in this town. One time I pulled over just like on the side of the road because there's a high hill. But one of the guys that the guy who owns this company there's like a big gravel pit, right? With big dump trucks and shit. I don't know what in the hell you could possibly do as some kind of a criminal from that standpoint. I mean, what am I going to do? Steal rocks or try and break a rock crusher machine or steal a dump truck? I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but I just pulled up and it's a high hill. So you can see the sunset from up there. So I just pulled over, parked on the side of the road and was going to watch the sunset. And then all of a sudden, I got like two state troopers pulling up, surrounding my car, and they got like guns drawn and shit, you know? And I'm like, whoa, I'm like, damn, is fast food a crime now or what? You know, I go, I didn't know I go, talk about fast food being deadly, you know? And the guy, he's like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm eating my lunch, man. You know, it's like the sun's getting ready to set there. Is that okay if I watch? You know, I mean, did I have to pay for that or something? Shit. I got arrested one time, or I had the cops checking me out. There's a video of me when they were checking me out when I was buying food at McDonald's. That's all I was doing. I was buying food to be nice because I was probably going to see these people in church. So I was buying, apple pies to go with the free rock gut eating coffee that they were drinking. Man, that stuff is nasty. And that's the shit. Now that I'm old enough, I could go there and get some for all the trouble I had to go through. Now they don't have it anymore. So I can't even go to McDonald's to get like a free coffee if I wanted to. They probably stopped that because of all the people that were migrating in. You're coming from South America, free coffee? Oh, hell yeah. That's like free soda for, for most people. Like a free Coke, right? Soft drink. Free coffee? I'm from Colombia. Yeah. Yeah, that's yep, yeah, perfectly put. I don't know, it's always been the same. It never changed really. If you can find a place that's brand new, when the fryers are brand new, oh man, the fries just taste like, yeah, there's something happens when they got brand new equipment and new oil and everything and they're just getting it started. Um, I don't know. I ate at one and all the food was exceptionally good at a brand new McDonald's. It was in Bridgman, Michigan. And it was after I went there that I cut all my hair off. It was what happened to me in Bridgman, 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 Michigan. Because I walked up, I had a CPU up on my, you know, like this, and I had a monitor like trying to hang on to it, kind of. I had it, but it wasn't very. And I walk up to the door and I just kind of, walk forward and kind of toot toot tap on there. The lady opens up the door and sees me, and I was coming from California, so I had like hair down to my ass. She opens the door and she like, oh, she closes the door back. She's, yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah, just I'm here from, with the computers, to put in. I'm supposed to install your network and do a training class for you and everything. And she was like, just a minute. And she closes the door. Like, I'm like, dude, what the hell are you guys doing in there? It's like that. Anyway, so then they finally let me in and they wound up being halfway decent people. But I asked my boss, I go, why do they treat me like that? What the hell happened? I mean, I got the computers, I'm carrying equipment and everything, and they like peeking through the door like I look like, is it the eyebrows? What is it? And he goes, well, your hair's kind of long and I don't really have that around here. So, and I'm like, so then I chopped all my hair off. It's like, shit, I ain't doing that ever again. unless, unless, I think it's time to shave it. Start shaving the chrome. I don't get it. I don't know why people are so mean to me, but oh well. I know why I'm here. It's pity. I mean, I have seen some cool shit. You ever have God save you from being eaten by sharks? How would you feel if he made somebody else go in your place that had struck you? Scary. This is gold. This thing. This is packed full of stuff, man. Son of man, sons of Adam, mankind, you. There are two fathers, Father Truth and Father of Lies. Your works choose your father. The sons, plural, do as they see their father doing. Seen me, seen my daddy. Creating is evil, and thus must only be that our God do any of it. I form light and I create darkness. I make peace and I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Says the Bible is not translated right. Elohim is Metatron. Names. A name is not who you are, it is what you are. This is important to notice because name changes occur at very important crossroads for certain individuals. Israel means God prevails, not wrestles with God. Nobody wrestles with God and wins. God prevails. Thus, the one who is of the house of Israel has the character to go with the name. Don't let go. I won't let go until you bless me. Why do you ask my name? If you knew, you wouldn't ask. Because you don't know my name. Know as in do my name. And 3, the same reason we are fighting. Verses where Satan exalts himself. Drunkard and a glutton. Zero to do with food. It refers to his understanding of the word. Good and evil are foods that Jesus eats. He eats both fruits. Deuteronomy 21:20, Proverbs 23:21, Matthew 19:11, and Luke 7:34. The man Christ Jesus, the any many man anointed Savior. Point, be anointed. I am anointed. I'm just concerned what our Lord is going to do about this. It's not, I don't know. Trump's already, who knows, man. Oh, wow. I can't do anything. It's not up to me. It's not up to me. I'm 100% in. Foot to the floor, no brakes. Did you know Mark was written before Matthew? It also has extra stuff in the back end. It used to end, there's like alternate end or added ending here. Here. The earlier manuscripts and some other ancient witnesses do not have Mark. Other ancient witnesses? What the hell does that mean? The earliest manuscripts and some other ancient witnesses do not have Mark 16:9-20. And that is kind of strange. So 9 says, when Jesus rose early the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had driven 7 demons. She went and told those who had been with him and who were mourning and weeping. When they heard that Jesus was alive and that she had seen him, they did not believe it. And that's what I'm telling you. He's alive. He's inside of you. And you don't believe it. Afterward, Jesus appeared in a different form to 2 of them while they were walking in the country. In a different form? These returned and reported it to the rest, but they did not believe them either. Later, Jesus appeared to 11 as they were eating. He rebuked them for their lack of faith and their stubborn refusal to believe those who had seen him after he had risen. Oh, later Jesus appeared to the 11 as they were eating. He rebuked them. He appeared to Jesus and rebuked them. He rebuked them for their lack of faith and their stubborn refusal to believe those. Oh, he came. Oh boy. Nice. I thought these were random people. Okay. Well, that's not good. See, everything's going according to plan. He said to them, go into all the world and preach the good news to all creation. Whoever believes and is baptized, whoever believes and is baptized will be saved, but whoever does not believe will be condemned. I can see why this looks like it was added, right? It's like they're almost trying to force it on to people or something. And these accompany those who believe in my name. They will drive out demons. They will speak in new tongues. In new tongues. That's it. Like I do. They will pick up snakes with their hands, and they will drink deadly poison. It will not hurt them at all. They will place their hands on sick people, and they will get well. After, I mean, I don't know how that works, but I mean, that happened for me in a couple instances. Then the disciples went out and preached. The Lord worked with them and confirmed his word by the signs that accompanied it. I mean, how do you pray? When you pray for somebody, are you willing to take their disease upon you when you pray? Have you ever tried that? Like to ask God? Like there's one time that, crazy woman I was telling you about, her daughter had she had an earache. She had like tubes in her ears or something, right? Well, she comes by, opens the van door, and here she is. She's sitting in the car seat and she's reaching for me. She wants me to hug her, anyway, she's got tears in her eyes, and you could tell it was like I couldn't understand the thing. She was like just like please, like it was like please save me, and she's reaching for me. And I asked, I go, what's wrong with her? What's and she says, oh, it's the tubes in her ear. She's got ear infection, blah blah blah. And I prayed right there. I said, God, I go, this child doesn't know why this pain is like this. She doesn't deserve this. This is terrible. Give it to me at least. If somebody's just got to deal with it, if you just got to randomly put it out here, why this little kid? And you know what happened? The next morning I woke up, called her. How's the girl? She's good. And you know why I called her? Because I woke up and it felt like somebody was putting an ice pick into my freaking skull, into my ear. Oh man, that is the worst. That was the only earache I ever had. But you know what? He will answer your prayers if you pray like that. I had a priest over here, I said, give me his injuries. If his knees are hurt, and he has to do more than me, then give it to me then. I'll carry that if I can. You can't pray like that. He starts yelling at me. Only Jesus can pray like that. And I'm like, I can pray like how I want. It's like, well, what kind of burdens are you willing to pick up for people? It's like, give it to me. If I can handle it, I've been through enough shit already. A little more ain't going to be no big deal. Put out into deep water and let down the nets for a catch. Simon answered, Master, we've worked all night and haven't caught anything. But because you say so, we will let down the nets. All night. And that's what it is. We're in night right now. When they had done so, they caught such a large number of fish that their nets began to break. So they signaled their partners in the other boat to come and help them. And they came and filled both boats so full that they began to sink. I am a sinful man. for he and all his companions were astonished at the catch of fish they had taken. And so were James and John, the sons of Zebedee, Simon's partners. Then Jesus said to Simon, "Don't be afraid. From now on, you will catch men." So they pulled their boats up on shore, left everything, and followed him. Ah. Oh, look at this. Timothy. Those who sin are to be rebuked publicly so that the others may take warning. Wait a minute. Hold on. This has got to be for believers only. You can't just do this. Oh, of course. Yeah, here. Do not entertain an accusation against an elder unless it is brought to you by 2 or 3 witnesses. And I was an elder in the church, and they did not have 2 or 3 witnesses for their crap show they pulled. Those who sin are to be rebuked publicly so that the others may take warning. I charge you in the sight of God and Christ Jesus and the elect angels to keep these instructions without partiality and to do nothing out of favoritism. Oh, ah! Shut it down, Lord. They broke it. Okay, all right. Yeah, mercy, I know. Oh. Hmm. I am a church. So are you. I believe in God and I think Jesus is the Messiah. I know Jesus is the Messiah, was the Messiah. I mean, if you want to know where he lives inside you, lives inside, right in here. You decide if you're going to let him come out and show somebody or not. Hmm. Man, did I eat anything today? I had that can of beans. Okay. Just got to remember to eat, you know. If I don't remember to eat, boy, there's no telling how long it might go. Once I forget about it and get going, then it's like, yeah. Uh, I don't know. It's weird when you get into ketosis and that kind of thing. You start kicking your body in where you're burning what your body should be burning for fuel, fat. You'll feel great. You'll feel great. You'll have so much energy, and you'll be getting skinny while you're just doing nothing. Ugh. We got to get Trump out of there, man. He's under too much pressure. It's not good. Mm. Ah, it's like I don't know what to do, man. I'll ditch everything, guitars, all this shit. It's like crazy. It's like I just can't wait to like want to go now. If it wasn't nasty snow and shit outside, I would just go. I want to get out of here. I don't know where to go though. I don't know where the hell I can go to hide from you people. People are all mean. Well, I mean like I'm not worried about electronically hiding or anything like that. Yeah, unless there's somebody's got an Apple, what the hell, Apple AirPod or something hooked to me. Yeah, no, I can't wait, man. I think I was getting ready for this or something anyway. I just don't get it. Why? Yeah. I don't care if Jesus did come back. You'd figure out some way to kill him or do something. Somebody wouldn't believe him, or he'd end up just like same shit as me, unless he could fly around and do all the miracle stuff like he's supposed to be able to do. But if he said this generation won't see a sign, well then I'm sure that would be a sign that people couldn't deny, right? If he wasn't walking on water. So I think I think it's just he comes as the last because that's him, and then us, we just the people that come to show up to do the work. It's just anybody can go. We're just all devils. We're garbage, expendables. We're the dead. He's the firstborn of the dead. We're the rest of them. I don't know. Have you seen the news lately? It's pretty sad out there. I want something sweet to eat. Yeah, let me know if I start bleeding out of my ear, will you? That's always fun when that happens. All right. Find something sweet. cracker butter and a very, very thin slice of garlic. Mm. So simple, it's like magic. How's it going? It's waiting to check out, man. Mm. The goats don't want to play. So I'm going to have to. Ooh. Oh. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. What? But when the Moabites came to the camp of Israel, the Israelites rose up and fought them until they fled. And the Israelites invaded the land and slaughtered the Moabites. They destroyed the towns, and each man threw a stone on every good field until it was covered. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going. you ever knit? You know, let's just go find a homeless shelter somewhere and just camp out, do nothing, absolutely nothing. I just want shelter and food. That's all I'm looking for. Nothing else. Simple. See these people in these tiny houses, and it's like pretty set up for for just being like tiny. You know, they make use of all the space. It's pretty slick. Hey, love you too. Oh, that's a blackie. You don't get to see those all the time, man. That's a hard find there in this land. And he goes into the pile. They just fall out. Good grief. make his house as safe as he can. He didn't build it with a bomb shelter kit. Who's gonna need that shit when the big one hits?